What is going on, everybody? I'm Nikki.
And I'm Derell.
And welcome back to Pitch That. How are you doing today, my boy?
I'm doing well. I can't complain.
Of course. We had a really good day today. Spectacular. Interesting.
Okay, calm down.
We tried a new spot today. How did you feel about it?
It was cool.
You enjoyed that wagon, huh? Red wagon.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good old slushy for your first time. I couldn't tell you.
It's not a slushy, it's a snow cone.
Snow cone slushy, same thing. It's the same thing.
It's different.
It's just like saying, you know the shit.
You can't look at you, bro.
No, but snow cones and slushies are the same thing. It's literally ice with syrup.
Slushies and they different. I mean, I get what snow cones.
It's a snow cone because it's in a cone, and the slushies because it's in a cup.
Sometimes it's like that, but no, not really.
Because I would think like daiquiris are the same thing because they're in whatever. Anyway, before we get into the episode, I would like to start with a hot take or a unpopular opinion in my opinion. It was basically going to be about tipping and how this even came about. So I was scrolling through Twitter, also listening on a podcast, but I'm gonna get into that a little bit. But I was on Twitter, and it was a thread basically discussing people who work at restaurants or whatever deserve to be tipped based on the percentage that they are requesting or that the job is requesting for them to pay. The guy that I was listening to on the podcast was basically saying, do not go to a restaurant, and if you're going to dine in, do not go to a restaurant and dine in if you're not going to tip. Right? Now, how I feel about it is, I do believe in tipping, but I believe in tipping based on the quality of the service. So if the service is half-ass, why would I tip you the full 20% that you're requesting from me? No, you're gonna get either nothing or $2 out of me. I tip based on how the service was given to me. Like if the service was there, you checking up on me, making sure everything is good. Because what if I have complaints or questions and you're nowhere to be found about this? I'm not gonna get up to go look for you. So I kind of take every little small detail that is supposed to be presented to me. I take that very seriously, especially when it comes to my food or anything like that. So yeah, I believe in tipping, but I tip based on the quality of the service that I've received.
I respect that, but for me, I just don't feel like, for me, if I want to go dine in, I can see if they have gratuity, but I don't feel like you should try to force nobody to tip because you don't know what their financial situation is. Or, you can't just be like, oh yeah, you should tip however much they want. That's no, like you said, if the service was trash or anything, like what you gonna do? You gonna still tip them $85 because they was like, that's how much I want?
Hell no. Hell no. But I just kind of wanted to bring that to light. But now that we're done talking about tipping, which you should tip me a few dollars.
Man, let's move on to the next topic.
So in today's episode, if you haven't seen the title already, we're going to be talking about Texas Chainsaw and ranking the 5 movies that we watched. We didn't watch all of them. We watched certain ones. So they will be listed and it will be shown. If you are watching on YouTube, you will see the cover posters and everything. So you get to see what we're actually talking about. And we have the names of them as well. So I guess we can go ahead and get right into it, right? Right.
You want to start with the first ranking or?
Well, so it's going to be split into 2 things. We're basically just going to talk about each movie. And then, of course, at the end of it, we'll just be like, okay, this one is number 1. We already know what number 2 is. And number 3, number 4, number 5, and whatever. So I'm kind of going to just keep it in order. Started from whatever. Not in the order that we watched them, but just
the order that it went.
Exactly. So we're going to start with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that dropped in 2003. Now, that was a big dude.
He was moving.
And why is it getting warm in his house?
I don't know. I don't even know why you said it like that.
No, like I'm starting to get warm up here. Is it because I'm excited? Is my blood boiling or something? Like I don't know. But yeah, the 2003 Texas Chainsaw is my personal favorite. It was starring, I forgot her name, but she's married to Justin Timberlake. I think she is still. Who knows?
That one was the one that bothered me the most.
And what about it?
Everything. You know how I feel about the van scene.
Oh, that was their fault.
Yeah, like literally everything that happened to them was mostly their fault.
It was the girl. The girl, because
fault.
if she didn't tell her boyfriend to stop the van to help this poor woman that was just walking down the street minding her own damn business, they wouldn't have been in the situation, because they literally stopped going on from their route. Because I think they were going to like a concert or something.
Yeah,
they literally stopped, going to a concert to help this woman to detour to take them back, to take her back to the little small town where that she was actually walking away from.
That she escaped from.
Yeah, just for her to pull out a nice shiny revolver
and then shoot herself.
Where did she pull it out from?
You know what she pulled it out.
She pulled it out of that area, and she shot herself in the mouth. And everybody got PTSD from it.
I mean, I feel like that was the least worrying thing that those people got from that experience.
But even when they had went to the the boyfriend and the girlfriend, or I think it was, who went first? Was the boyfriend and the girlfriend that went to the house to try to get help? No, before we get into that, it was the officer and how weird he was when he finally showed up to meet with them, and he was kind of rubbing on the dead body, like rubbing on his stuff. That man is a creep, and you're disgusting. And then he was spitting out tobacco.
Let's not judge people that chew tobacco.
Sorry to those who do it. Nothing personal, but no. No, sir. But to me, we're not gonna really get too deep in these movies, but we're just gonna point out some little highlights of things that we remember from it. But that was my favorite movie. That man traumatized me as a kid.
It was all her fault. All of that movie was her fault.
It was.
That's how I feel about it.
But you're absolutely right. It was, because this movie wouldn't have happened, or none of this would have taken place if she didn't force her boyfriend to stop that car. But you want to know something? I blame the boyfriend too, because he was the one that was driving. She didn't control the brakes. He did. He could have kept driving. So he's to blame too. That's why he died and he got his face skinned.
Okay. He didn't deserve that.
He didn't. That scene scared me too, because I was on TikTok scrolling. It was like, how do you go from this to being faceless to for your face to be put on Leatherface? That, if I can find out and insert that too, but that was crazy. Okay, so now we're going to get into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. This one came out in 2006, 3 whole years later. Now, this movie is basically a prequel to the Texas Chainsaw, when that movie came out in 2003. Now, this one, the girl from Fast and Furious, Mia, she is the star of that movie. Now, I will say that whoever played him, I don't know if it was the same guy who played Leatherface, but when he started running,
he was gone.
Like, that was a big dude, and he was very overweight. And for him to be gone like that, nothing against, because there are some really hefty people. Hefty. Oh my gosh.
I ain't saying nothing about it. I ain't saying anything.
But he was a big dude. For him to keep up with them like that was just mind blowing to me. And I'm gonna save the ending, how that movie ended for real. I'm gonna say that for the end after we finish talking about this movie, because that didn't make no sense to me for real.
Didn't he catch up to the car?
He did something. He beat her to the car. Remember, because he was in the back.
No, she was driving and he started running.
Oh,
yeah.
Something happened, but all I know is that at the actual ending of it, he was in the back seat, because that's how he ended up killing her.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when the friend escaped, because you remember it's about the two brothers that's like going, like, got drafted.
Oh yeah, she was in the truck.
Yeah, and he started,
and he basically pulled her out.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, girl, was the door still on the?
A little bit, but she could have still sped off, but she was.
Yeah, and like he got that hook and basically yanked her out of there. And I'm like, dang, how you ain't see this man? Cause she ain't even gonna sit up here and lie to you. She could have got away.
She could have.
If she was smart, like if she wasn't on that kind of time, like, man, forget all of y'all for real. I'm finna do me. She could have got away. That could have really been the only survivor out of all of them.
Mm-hmm. But that is also the guy that played Leatherface in this one is the same one from 2003.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's a big dude. Mm-hmm. I'm giving his 10s. He was charging. I don't know what his meal planning was and how far he had to run, but he could have been a whole like linebacker or something for real. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that movie was cool too. Now, did you like that movie better than the one in 2003?
Oh, most definitely.
Really?
Most definitely.
I think it's the other way around.
And that's why I have to disagree because like I was just frustrated watching 2003 because like I said, it was all her fault. Like everything that was happening was her fault.
Yeah.
In this one, it was basically everybody's fault.
Yeah. Wait, so do you remember how they even got in the situation?
And from this one, they got in that car crash.
You're right. Mm-hmm. Because they wasn't being followed or something, or
and
the girl started shooting at them or something like that.
Mm-hmm, because it was like the bikers.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Or did they hit a cow?
I forgot what they hit,
but they hit something.
Yeah,
and it kind of
it was like in a little kind of shootout thing with the biker.
Mm-hmm. They had to let it be known. They had to rep with them shotguns and revolvers. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that movie was. I kind of liked the 2003 movie better than this one.
The reason I like this one because it was like I said, it's like it wasn't their fault for real, but it was also their fault.
It wasn't their fault, but it wasn't their fault, and they had so many opportunities to get away for real. And like I get it, that man had a gun at them majority of the time, so they really couldn't get away. But like when he literally made his brother do all them push-ups just for him to still get beat on and like killed was so sad to me. And then her boyfriend, when he got pierced through the chest with that chainsaw, he was really cutting his guts on that table while she was underneath watching her boyfriend out. That was like, I felt for her. I wanted to give her a hug in that moment, but I wasn't gonna show up. You think it's too late to give her a hug? Probably so, yeah, because she died. Because the ending, not really the ending, but close to the ending where she's getting away, the main girl, she's getting away, gets into the car, right? Now, the whole back of that car is just pitch black. Now, I get it. The setting was like taking place in like the 70s or something like that, or late 80s or something like that. And she didn't look in the back seat, but that's a big dude in a small car. I'm pretty sure she would have saw him. Common sense. But he had his big old chainsaw too. Mm-hmm. He popped up, held her head, turned that chainsaw on, and pierced her from the back seat. And they got into a car accident. And he knew how to drive because he knew how to turn that steering wheel. And he made them hit, what was it, 2 bystanders?
No, he had a police officer
and a
random person that pulled over.
And he just he just walked away.
Mm-hmm. Went back home.
And just went back home like nothing happened. And that's basically how the movie ended for real.
And it was just better than 2003.
All right. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. And I know you excited about this one, buddy.
Yeah, let's get them, cuz.
We're going to be talking about Texas Chainsaw 3D. Now, this movie came out in 2013, and just to sum this up really quickly, I remember the trailer for this movie because it used to come on right after WWE. And mind you, WWE came on at night, so I would be in the living room by myself, and this trailer would just pop up. I used to be terrified. So I was just happy that, whatever. My brother said he went to go see. He said it was okay, but me and Derell ended up rewatching the movie.
Great movie.
And from your point of view, you're saying you liked it. The movie was okay.
The movie was memorable.
But you only remember one scene.
I remember the whole movie.
Oh.
I remember the plot. I remember, Trey Songz sleeping with his girlfriend's best friend and stuff like even though the plot didn't make no sense, the movie was funny and it was memorable. It was and then they picked up. There we go again, random bystanders. They picking up random people again at the gas station, who end up trying to steal their silver. And then he came. Yeah, he murdered her.
Then he went down to the basement, thinking that's where the big like the big like all the. I guess I don't know if he was looking for more like treasure or something.
It was a woman.
No, it was the man they picked up. Yes, they did.
It was a woman.
It was a man.
It was a woman.
It was a man they picked up.
All right.
You want to put money on it?
We ain't finna do this.
No, because Derell, you should know me by now, bro. The person they picked up in that movie with Trey Songz was a man, and he was still in a silver. Want to put some money on it? Let's put some money on it.
Well, we're not finna do this.
No, let's put some money on it.
Man, get back to the episode.
Anyway, so they ended up picking up a random box. That's what they have in common. Not all of them, but so far,
those three,
they've been picking up people. And they need to stop. They need to stop picking up people, because obviously, if we ever go on a road trip, me, you, and our friends, our beloved friends, and one of them say, we need to help this person,
I'm gonna kick him out the car.
And you can walk with them. You will be removed from this vehicle expeditiously, and you can help them yourself. Because there's no way in hell we're trying to go to Austin, Texas, and you telling us we need to detour and go to Marshall, Texas. You crazy as hell. No, I'm good. Anyway, so long story short, they pick up a man. He dies because he went down to the basement in like this corridor, thinking that there was more treasure down there. He tried to pickpocket it, but it didn't work. So as he turns around, Leatherface hits him in the face with a hammer, and he starts to beat his face in.
Wow. Really
quickly, and that's kind of the end of his storyline. Yeah.
But also the movie begins with them murdering, most Leatherface family.
Oh yeah, that was a massacre. You see what I did? Like massacre. It was a massacre that took place in Texas.
You must be really proud of yourself.
I am. I kind of ate that up.
Okay.
But yeah, so the reason why they're heading down there in that part of Texas is because they was out of Texas, right? Were they out of? They was like in Chicago or something.
Well, I think she was, and I think they went to Texas.
Yeah, like all of them with her and her friend, they was all in like a whole different state or city or something like that, whatever. Yeah. So they were traveling to Texas to go get this house that was left to her via a will.
Yeah, from her family.
Now, the realtor guy or the lawyer, whoever he was, told her to read the letter, which she did not till the end of the movie because it had vivid.
No, she did.
She read it at the end of the movie.
She finished it at the end of the movie because she started.
Oh, she started. Yeah, you're right. Because she went into the room. And that's where she found the grandma.
And the picture of her mom and stuff, so...
Yeah, and it was weird how the mama died. I think the mama was already brutally, like, she was hurt or something like that. And all he did was kick her, and that was it.
Yeah, and then he took the baby and stole her.
I'm going to insert that clip. But he literally just... and she was... like, I'm like, wow. Whoa there. Okay. Fast forwarding towards the climax of the movie. Mm-hmm. It's the final showdown. What was it, 2v3 or 2v2?
I think it was a 2v2.
2v2, right? So the cousin,
you just gotta insert that clip. Get him, cuz.
Get him, cuz.
Do your thing, cuz.
And he got turned on by it because he revved up that chainsaw. And
he indeed got him.
He got him. He did what needed to be done. He haven't heard cousin in so long.
I mean, he was just like he was at home.
Get him, cuz.
It's okay.
Get him, cuz. Get him, cuz. Get him, cuz. Get him, cuz. You know, get him. No.
Yeah. He got him.
He got him. That beautiful.
It was.
It was. I see why you like that movie, but it's not my all-time favorite. I tell you that now. Wait. No, it's not. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought that movie was directed by the same director. Mm-mm. Oh, okay, cool. Moving on. So there was a Leatherface movie. There was another movie we did not watch. Well, this was the only one we did not watch, going in that order. But this one was released in 2017, and we did not watch that one. That one was more like a refresh, starting when Leatherface was a child. The movie is actually titled Leatherface, and that one was released in 2017, which was 4 years later. Ooh. So we didn't watch that. We never really got into it. We never really cared to, but yeah, whatever. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one that was released in 2022, literally 2 years ago. I remember that one because I bought Little Caesars, and we went to our friend's house to go watch the movie with her. It was an entertaining time. Interesting time. We loved it.
Mm-hmm. I loved every moment.
That movie was so modern.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was very modern. It didn't even. That was Leatherface with it, like, but his mask looked melted.
I mean, he was older.
He was really older because this is basically taking place from the original Texas Chainsaw that came out in 1974. Now, I never watched that one because in that one, the main girl, actually got away, and so in this movie, she been holding a vendetta against this man, and she said, "I'm coming back for vengeance."
Okay, Batman.
Which she did, kinda, sorta.
No.
Woman got shanked up in the air by a chainsaw, and he turned that thing on and started.
Poor little Sally.
Started revving her guts up, and then threw her like a rag doll.
Well, he threw her in the trash.
I'll insert that clip too.
Put your seatbelt on.
Oh, Sally.
But you know what's crazy? She was about that for real. Because even that couldn't stop her. Because she got up. And I don't know if she shot him or she did something, but she died. But the lady that played the girl from the very first movie, she died a long time ago, like 2015, I think. R.I.P. to her. You were great. But yeah, that one, this Texas Chainsaw was very modern. They was using a lot of technology.
Touch me, get cancer, bro.
Oh my gosh. Especially on the bus when he started, like, he had a killing spree for real. That one black girl could have got away, in my opinion, when that was climbing over everybody, trying to get out the window. She had every opportunity to escape for real.
Yeah, she was playing games.
Because if that was me, man, I would have got up out of there. And I would have started running. But whatever.
That's kind of just like the girl at the end of the movie.
Oh, I feel bad for her too.
I don't.
But you want to know something? That last kill didn't make sense to me either.
Why?
Because like they were in a Tesla when they were
they could have drove off. They just chose not to.
It was in autopilot, right? Just to drive. It was in autopilot. The car started moving or whatever. I never owned a Tesla, nor have I ever been in one. But from what I gather, when the Tesla is in motion and it's moving, the door handles go inwards. Like they'll either pop out when you're trying to get in, or when you're moving, they're closed because you're not supposed to be able to open the car door while you're driving anyway. But I don't know if Leatherface had a key on him, but he ran up on the side of that car.
You think we can? You thinking about how it ended wrong?
Because the door
closed. The door was closed. Mm-hmm. They was on the sunroof.
But no, he opened the door and pulled her out. No, or he busted the window and pulled her out. I think he busted the window and pulled the older sister out. Mm-hmm. We'll insert that clip too. But it was something like that. But he pulled her out, hold her, and he literally got her on her knees and he's holding her hair. Mm-hmm. Your little sister goes up to the sunroof to watch his sister get executed.
She could have just turned the car around
and hit that man.
Mm-hmm. But hey, after he cut off the head, he started getting jiggy. He started dancing.
Yeah, that was his study. He was like, okay, I ain't get both of y'all, but I got one of y'all. Yeah, wait, no. Oh yeah, I said that right. I ain't get both of y'all, but I said that right. Yeah. I don't know why it didn't sound right in my mind. My mom was like, Nick, that don't sound right.
Look, he started dancing and she just started screaming.
That was his. But you want to know something? That was his victory dance because he finally got, he was able to he finished all his kills for real. Not all of them, but
most of them.
Most of them. He got the lady from the first movie. He got the sister, somewhat.
You got the police officer.
You got the police officer, the mechanic man, the boyfriend, their friends, the whole tour bus.
He had a pretty active night.
He did, and he still lived. Are they gonna make another one after that? Who knows? I mean, they could if they do it right, but I want to see more hooks in the back.
He was retired, bro. He was retired. He was living peacefully, and they was trying to force the lady that was taking care of him. I'm gonna say his foster mom, and basically she died from it. So he snapped back into action.
I gotta kill again. They didn't even have to go in that house for real either.
Basically, he thought that they bought the town. Mm-hmm. He thought that they bought the town, and she was like, "No, my house is my house." And it was like, "Let's just take you down to the station." And then she died. Yeah.
Oh, you absolutely right. You absolutely right. They're supposed to like revamp it and tear it down and put like basically modernize that area and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it didn't happen that way. Town is still left the same. It's just nobody there. Now he's all alone.
Yeah, just like that girl.
Just like that girl. She ain't got no sister. Dang, will she ever go get the body for a funeral? Probably not.
I mean, it's just.
But
just
you want to know something? She could have police go out there now and arrest that man.
I don't think they finna arrest that man.
No, you don't think they'll?
What they gonna do? Like, be like, stop! Like he ain't finna attack all of them.
Well, I'm just saying, but
he's surgical with that chainsaw.
Very surgical, but yeah, those are the movies. Now I'm going to rank mine 1 through 5. I believe it was 5 of them.
4.
It's 5? No, 4. 1, 2, 3. It is 4. I said 1 through 5. 1 through 4. So number 1 for moi would be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one that came out 2003, and then I'll do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. It's basically gonna be in order of how they came out, really.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah, so it's literally gonna be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, Texas Chainsaw 3D, and then Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one that came out in 2022. That's literally my order.
For me, it's literally the opposite of how they came in. Like, it's gonna be the one in 2022, the 2013,
2006, and 2003. Gotcha.
Because 2003 was just trash.
No. It was not that bad. It was not that bad. You mean to tell me that's worse than Get 'Em Cuz? You're crazy. You're crazy. But you know, I'm gonna respect your decision. But you're crazy.
I love my opinion. You sound like a hater, bro.
You okay? Use your words.
Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up.
But yeah, now that we got our rankings out of the way, I wanted to do a quick, like a quick fact or whatever, or what is it called when like you do like a fun fact, but this is not a fun fact. This is actually just the facts. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface, he is actually inspired by a real man. Now, the activities that you see in the movie aren't as accurate to the actual real human being, but there are a few key similarities, such as keeping bodies, skinning humans, and things of that nature.
You just said the Austin Crafts.
Yeah. So, Leatherface was inspired by a real man named Ed Gein. Now, I watched a whole episode on this man through the Morbid podcast. Remember I told you about them? And when I tell you, listening to that man is sick in the head. And he actually inspired a lot of different killers as well, like Jason. I think American Psycho was inspired by him in certain things. No, he wasn't. I lied. But mainly Jason. I know Leatherface and a few others because of the obsession with the mom. You know, keeping the mom's head and the mom, you know, whatever, keeping the mom's valuables and stuff like that. It was kind of whatever. But I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. So I'll put a picture of Ed Gein at the end of this so you can see what he looks like too. But that just know that man was very, very creepy. He was something was mentally wrong with that guy. But yeah. So I guess we can conclude this episode. We already said what we had to say. But yeah, if there is nothing else, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Drink some juice, love someone. You know what I'm saying? Don't be lazy. Don't be lackluster. Don't be like unseasoned chicken. Be like seasoned chicken. Very quickly, those who are watching on YouTube, there will be visuals of certain things. Those who are listening through Spotify and Apple Podcasts will just hear the audio version of whatever. So just to kind of put that out there. But yeah, if there's nothing else, you have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.